Welcome back to the Cars of Queens YouTube channel. Today we are in Corona, Queens with one of my latest cars. This is a 2008 Lincoln Town Car Signature, and it's probably one of the loudest ones out there right now because of the massive exhaust leak that this car has. She is super loud. Now this was a old New York City taxi for about 5 years, so it's not too beat. It's got only 230,000 miles, and prior to this I had a black on black 2011 Executive L, which I did sell to one of my really good friends. And I really love the black Lincoln Town Cars. They're really hard to find now, especially these old cabs. They've all been junked, and the best part about that though, unfortunately, is that the result of them all kind of being junked, the ones that you have left nowadays are usually pretty well kept. They had owners that semi cared for them, you know, maybe not cosmetically. You know, New York City, all these parking bumps and bruises really do take a toll on the cosmetic appearance of these cars. But for the most part, these owners did care for them to keep them, you know, a lot of them 10+ years. So they're halfway decent. So this one sounds super duper loud. I'm gonna rev it for you guys up in a little bit. Bumper could use a repaint, but that's why we're here. We're near Shea Stadium. We're gonna get the exhaust leak patched up, and it's gonna be a pretty nice car. I really like these. I really want to get a black on black one, but for now this black on tan will have to do. Now, one thing is the paint's not really in great shape on this car. The Ford factory paint job at St. Thomas, especially in the later years, was not the best, but this one was not originally a black car. This car was originally cherry red. So let's go on inside. One owner car pretty much from 2010 onwards. Who I got it from, the guy drove it as a taxi for 5-6 years, and then he got a job with the city, so he was no longer a cab driver after that. But inside, the tan leather, it's not really in bad shape. 230,000 miles. The guy was a big dude, 6'4", 6'5", but the seats are in surprisingly good shape. So I'm pretty impressed for a 2008. These seats are in good shape. You do have some Cartier floor mats. Cartiers, last year of that was 2003, so obviously not original to the car. No check engine light, but we got a variety of other lights on the dash. 230,000 miles, and the AC is not as cold as it should be, but who am I to complain? This car was only $750. 750 bucks. Not bad for a running and driving 2008 Lincoln Town Car. We do have heated seats, as you guys can see, memory seats. And let's go on into the back of this Signature Limited. Going into the rear, you have a lot more rear legroom than, say, a Crown Vic. Obviously, this car was designed with the passenger in mind, whereas the Crown Vic was designed with the perp in mind. So very spacious, very comfortable. These seats are in good condition. The car wasn't really a taxi for a super long time, so these seats don't really have any rips, tears, not a lot of wear either. Steering wheel's in decent shape. We do have the half wood grain steering wheel. That's the only part on this car where the wood is legit. Everywhere else, obviously, on these town cars, it's just this like faux plastic, this cheap plastic material. But overall, it's in pretty nice shape for a 2008. My dream spec would be like an 07, maybe an Executive L, black on black, New York City taxi spec. I'd love to get one of those, but those are an endangered species nowadays, just like the LWB Crown Vic, the yellow cabs. They're pretty much impossible to find now, especially in nice shape. So when I found this black X Taxi, I had to jump on it for only 750 bucks. I think it was a really good buy. One of the many Panthers I just picked up. So let's go on over to the muffler shop. Let's get her patched up. And right before we do that, we'll hear how she sounds. We're bouncing off the rev limiter. She's super duper loud. Everybody moves out of the way for this thing. I love driving with an exhaust leak, but it's time to get her patched up. If you guys don't know, this is New York City, but the roads of Corona near Shea Stadium are like those of a third world country, as you guys can see. Not so clean, not so comfortable, but I'm glad to be in a Panther body that can withstand all these potholes, take it like a champ. The car Rides so nice. Really love these town cars. Big part of why I love them is just the way they drive. They could tolerate any kind of abuse, and this one sounds really nice. So here we are at the muffler shop. This is King Muffler in Corona, Queens. I would highly recommend them to anybody that needs any kind of muffler work. It's not sponsored, by the way, but they do great work at a really cheap price, and they do it really quick. So right there, you guys can see where the exhaust leak is coming from. It looks like somebody almost tried to steal the cat, is what it looks like, but it's a cheap aftermarket cat. It's not worth stealing, so I guess they decided to abandon that. As you guys can see, the other cats are there as well, but that is where the exhaust leak stems from. So right now what they're doing is cutting out that piece of metal, and they're going to weld in a new piece of metal where that went, and we should be exhaust leak free and quiet as a whisper. Now this is giving me an opportunity to really check out the undercarriage of this car, which is in surprisingly really good shape. Not really any rust. Now we have the new piece of metal being welded on, and all of this takes place in a matter of 10 minutes. So 10 minutes, you drive in, you drive out. No extra added steps. It's really quick, painless, easy. So I'd highly recommend King Muffler in Corona, Queens if you guys have an exhaust leak and you guys are in the area. All right, we've reached the end now. She's whisper quiet. Can you even tell that she's on right now? It's so quiet. This has probably gone from the loudest town car in the world to the quietest one. I just gave her a bath. She's still not perfect, obviously. A lot of condensation in this headlight. With some new headlight lenses, I think that'll really bring this car back to life, because if you look at it from this angle, this headlight looks amazing. This one's really shot. So just a couple minor things we got to fix on this car. But if you guys enjoy these Panthers and have a passion for these cars, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. It's a lot more videos, a lot more cars coming up, and we're going to continue off of this project. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.